I could tell you everything I know about sound, but that would be boring. I want you to teach me about sound. So, what do you recall about sound?
We hear things with our ears.
Different things make different sounds.
We hear sounds with our ears, and animals hear sounds with their ears.
What do you mean by things?
Like a trumpet or breaking glass.
What is it about the shape of ears that lets us hear?
Animals with bigger ears, like rabbits, can hear sound that we can't.
Teachers, pause here and continue to let your students teach you about sound. Be sure to generate a vocabulary list that includes terms such as volume, pitch, travels, vibrations, and sound waves. Let's watch a video about sound. Let's watch another video about sound. We've been talking about sound in general. Now, what do you recall about how sound travels?
You can hear a loud sound from farther away.
What do you mean by loud?
Like shouting or yelling.
Good. What else do you recall about how sound travels?
It's hard to hear sounds through walls.
Teachers, pause here again and let your students continue to teach you about how sound travels. Be sure to add to your vocabulary list and include terms such as loud and distance. Let's take a moment to represent sound in our science notebooks. You can draw objects that make different sounds, cut out pictures of things that make different sounds, or even write a story about sound and how sound travels. Let's do an activity where we see how sound works. When we watched the film, we saw different things make different sounds, such as a trumpet. But we can't see sound. We can see the vibrations caused by sound. Let's try to make sound right now and see if we can cause some vibrations. Each group will need the following items: a cookie sheet, a large spoon, a small sand sifter or a small bowl sealed in a Ziploc bag, and then some salt. Science is a lot of fun. But if we don't follow the rules, accidents can happen. Whenever we do experiments, it is very important that we are careful and safe. Let's put on our goggles like a responsible scientist. Now, one person will be in charge of holding the Ziploc bag tight or taut around the sifter. Would you be the holder? Another person should be in charge of the cookie sheet and hitting it with the spoon. That's what I'll do. This will be the noisemaker. Now, is everyone ready? I'll sprinkle some salt, which I've already done, and spread it out over the Ziploc bag. What do you predict will happen?
When you hit the cookie sheet, it will make noise.
The sound is going to be loud and hurt my ears.
Something's going to happen with the salt.
Let's conduct the experiment and see what happens. Students, take a look at the experiment one more time. Students, what did you observe during the experiment?
When the spoon hit the cookie sheet, it made a loud noise.
The noise made the salt move.
When the noise stopped, the moving stopped.
The salt jumped every time we hit the cookie sheet.
Good. Those are all excellent observations. Be sure to record all of your observations in your science notebooks. Look around your classroom, your school, and your home for examples of sound traveling. For example, do you hear things outside that are far away? How do you hear them? Do people far away from you hear you? Sound is all around us. Look for these examples and continue to investigate.